Joined by Cheryl Pounder. Cheryl, every team that's ever been down 3-0 in a best of 7 says the same thing. We just need one win. So let's not talk about a comeback or anything drastic. Let's simply focus on the task at hand. What's gone so desperately wrong for the Oilers, and what do they need to do to earn just one win in the Cup final?
Well, listen, Gino, you can't worry about what happened. You can't worry about what's going to happen. You got to play in the present. And yeah, it's a little bit cliche, and I can stand here and say, listen, 0 for 10 on the power play ain't good. You got to start scoring on it. Or perhaps we can say, listen, you got to make good on those grade A scoring opportunities. But I want to dig into it a little bit deeper. I think there are 3 areas of concern for me that they really have to tighten up. And the first one is the blue line decisions. They have to make sure that they're making better decisions with and without the puck. And I don't mean the defense only, whether it's on a pinch, but it's also the forward's responsibility to know where they are in the offensive zone when that puck is changing hands. You have to have shoulder checks. You have to make sure you have back pressure through the middle with a purpose. So if you can control the blue lines, you're going to put yourself in good position to take the puck north. But the second thing for me, you know that Florida has that heavy forecheck below the goal line, and they make good on it. But you have to be in that contact zone. You have to take the hit, and you have to know where the puck is. But that second layer has to get back extremely quick to support. And it's not just about the second player. I think it's the third player. It's that third pass that is going to get them out with some speed to be able to play off the rush. That might even be the defenseman in the middle of the ice. But most importantly, perhaps, if they're not playing on the rush, if they can get in zone, I think they have to attack right away. This is a Florida Panthers team that plays defense by committee. They are a 5-man unit. Add Bobrovsky in, and that is a 6-man unit that deflects to the outside. They want you to hold the puck on the perimeter. They want you to look to make seam passes to the inside. So you don't. Guess what? You get that puck on your stick, you attack. There may be some block shots, yeah, but you can recover that puck. But you got to create chaos net front if you want to see another day.
Coach Pounder, what a great breakdown. All right, let's get a little bit more specific. Leon Draisaitl has been amazing in the playoffs over his career. He's 5th all-time in points per game, but 0 points in the Stanley Cup Final. Even he admits he's very frustrated right now. How do you explain what's happened to his game in particular?
Well, you know, it's difficult because you can see the frustration. I do think that the 0 for 10 on the power play is bleeding into his 5-on-5 game. I mean, he had 39 points during the regular season on the power play, and right now he is over in the Stanley Cup Final. But when I look at it, I look at his feet. I don't feel like he's moving his feet, and you wonder if there's a nagging injury there right now. But certainly if you're the Edmonton Oilers and you're Leon Draisaitl with that frame, you know he can be a magician in the way he distributes the puck. He's getting pushed. He's getting squeezed to the outside along the wall. And if you're on Leon Draisaitl right now, I don't think you want to play on the wall. I think you got to find ways to create some motion so that you can try and create lanes, even though you know that Florida's taking away the secondary option through the middle. And this is making it real difficult for him. So I think the key to success right now is to keep that motion in play. Continue to move your feet while you're scanning and drive the net wherever possible. Because the likes of Leon Draisaitl, you know that he can be a difference maker in a game at a time. He's frustrated with his play, but it's not just him, Gino. You look at the top 4 players on this team. You look at Connor McDavid, he does not have a goal. You look at Hyman, he does not have a point. RNH does not have a point, and neither does Draisaitl. So you have to look to the defense for Florida. They're doing a great job. They've been magical with their sticks, pushing them to the outside. Just look at the end of that last game, right? They pulled their goaltender. Look at the guys that you had on the ice, Bouchard on the back end, and they never got it out of the corner. I mean, this has just been mastery in terms of a defensive unit. And I love when people say, you know what, you just have to be hard and heavy as a decor. That's crap. At the end of the day, you have to have all those things, but you have to have IQ and awareness. And they are up against a defensive stalwart of a team with a head coach of Paul Maurice has deploying this defensive unit just miraculously. So for the Edmonton Oilers, they got to get off the wall. They got to throw pucks to the net, ones that Bobrovsky aren't expecting, and then they got to hunt. They got to get on that rebound if they want to find the back of the net.
Cheryl, you're awesome. Something the Oilers did not want to see after 3 games, a post from the Stanley Cup on X, or formerly Twitter. Last night, the Cup said, "I'll be in the building on Saturday."